Hey Rick, how you doing?
Good, Megan. It's Tuesday.
Here it is. It's Tuesday and we're here to bring information to the people. And this week, it's the middle of the year. The kids are going back to school in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
less than 2 weeks really,
yeah.
in the North Orange County area. And my brain's tired, your brain's tired. We've just been solving problems, couldn't come up with a new topic today. So what we thought was that we would tell people how we got into the business and
Yeah, pretty
why
cool.
we didn't leave. Because did you read any stats about how many realtors are leaving the business this year?
I heard 60,000.
60,000 realtors are
Yeah,
leaving the business. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. And then
It's,
same thing on my side. Loan officers. I don't know what the number is, but it's got to be huge.
oh
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's not cute. And things get tough and
Hmm.
you gotta have a plan in place and every day you have to work on your mental stability if you want to be in real estate. So
For
so
sure.
let's hear it, Rick. How old were you when you got in the business? Why did you get into the
Wow.
business? And why did you stay? And it is an unlimited amount of time to chat today. We're in no hurry, so go ahead.
That's a great question because I don't really talk about that too much. But I actually, and you probably don't know this even yourself, I started off in real estate sales in 19, I want to say 78,
Wow.
79. Lose track of
Whoa.
those days.
How old were you? 5 when you started?
I was about 3.5. Yeah, I just was getting my training wheels off my bike, and I thought I'd go sell some real estate.
Yeah.
So anyway, I uh, I worked in Anaheim, believe it or not, right there in Lincoln,
Oh,
and
wow.
I really liked it. I really did. But as I got to doing transactions, I kind of liked the finance side of it. So I transitioned into mortgage lending in the spring of 1981, and the
Hmm.
rest is history. I mean, the mortgage rates were 17 and a half.
You said
It was
17 and a
nutso.
half.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were the home prices like then?
I was doing deals in Anaheim because I know the deals. I recall some of those deals around 100,000.
Oh, wow. So 100,000 at
Mm-hmm.
18%. So what was their monthly house payment like?
Like 1,500 a month at most, 1,300 maybe.
So affordable.
10,000 down.
Mm.
It was different world, but those rates were high. People complained about that, of course. And of course, if you go back in history, that's when Carter was in office.
Mm-hmm.
So I recall those days very well. But I was at in 1984, rates were dropping. We thought it was so exciting. Rates were below 15%. Oh man, this is great. It's like 14 and a half that day. I thought this is
Yeah.
like fantastic. And I was at a mortgage bankers dinner meeting with a bunch of people, and there was a guy speaking from Fannie Mae. I'll never forget the conversation. He said, "I'm here to tell you right now, this is a Fannie Mae guy. I'm here to tell you right now that ARMs are the future of our business,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll never see fixed rates below 10% again." That was in '84.
I'm glad that you did not go to Vegas with that guy because you would have really
Well, the
lost
lost
your
big.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So that's it. I mean, that's how many years is that? Is that 42 years? I don't know.
That's
I lose
longer
track
than
after
that,
a while.
Rick. I don't know. I was born in
Anyhow, so
76 and you started real estate when?
78 or 79.
I swear
Yeah,
that's a very long time. Yeah, that's
very
40
long time.
something years. We won't get into the nuts and bolts of that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you've worked at a lot of different banks. You've had a lot of
Hmm.
different hats on. You've
Hmm.
been the manager, you've been the
Hmm.
employee.
Hmm.
You've worked with all different sorts of underwriters and
Hmm.
lots of different scenarios. You even worked for new home builders, right?
I did. I did on the mortgage side. Yeah, I used to manage the mortgage division for Kaufman and Broad. Now it's KB Homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was pretty interesting for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you definitely are worth your weight in gold for all the experience that you've had. And so, I mean, have you had your moments where you really had to make some choices? Like, I'm still in this industry.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving, even though there was a tough time.
I mean, we all go through those moments. It's like, what am I doing? You know, but it's all I know how to do. Honestly, it's in my blood. I can't change that. And I love doing what we do. Yeah, there's
Mhm.
moments where it's terrifying at times. You're solving lots of really big problems. That's kind of the fun of it sometimes too. But no, I would never, might have been times I thought, there's just something else, but no, not really. I enjoy what we do and I it's just how it rolls for me. I've been very
Mhm.
fortunate
So
for
did you
sure.
ever have any other job doing anything else?
No,
Ah,
no mortgages. I know, that's it, right?
oh,
Yeah.
poor Rick.
Well, I really wanted to be an airline pilot. That didn't work out. So,
You wanted to be an airplane pilot, you said?
airline pilot. Yeah, growing
Oh
up,
yeah, you would have made a great airline pilot.
that'd have been fun. I'd be retired right now from the
Yeah,
airlines.
yeah,
You know,
probably.
that's
But
my passion, I suppose. But yeah, lending has been good to me. I can't complain at all.
well, good. I'm glad. Well,
Yeah, so I'm
next
glad to be
week,
here. I'll tell you that.
good. Next week is my 25th anniversary of getting my real estate license. And before I
Congratulations.
had my real estate license, thank you, I was a preschool teacher and I attended Santa Ana College and I took every single course on early childhood development, which is, I love talking about kids and learning.
Hmm.
And that's really what's in my heart of hearts. But I quickly learned that people, they would drop their kids off. I would do before or after school care. So
Hmm.
I would be there sometimes till 6 at night with the kids. And those kids got dropped off at 6 in the morning. I was like, holy cow, 6 a.m. to
Yeah,
6 p.m. is a long time for a little
it's a
kid.
long day.
Yeah. And I even worked at a Montessori school in Orange, in an infant center, and it was the same thing. And I thought, gosh, I really would like a job that I could be with my kids more. And then our dog got really sick. We had bought our first house in 97 and our dog got really sick and we had this credit card and we never had any balance on the credit card. But the dog wasn't just all sick at once. It was an ongoing thing. Pretty soon we had a $7,000 credit card bill and the interest rate was like 18
20, yeah,
20%.
something like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
I thought, how in the hell am we ever going to pay this off? I mean, combined, we were making at the time like 40,000 a year. So that was a really big chunk of change. I was making peanuts with people's children all day, which is crazy how little
Right.
pay, but what are you going to do?
Hmm.
You can't charge the
Hmm.
parents that much money. Anyway, so I thought I have to get a second job. So I called our realtor who sold us our house, Adrian. I think her name was Adrian Demas, and she was in Orange, and she was really nice. Obviously, she was our realtor. And I said, Adrian, do you have any jobs I could do for you? I need to make like a little extra money. And because Tim was already working like, a million hours and he was working at night and he was doing commercial flooring for like grocery stores and he'd be in Vegas, and would be
Hmm.
driving. And this kid was working his ass off already. So I needed to pitch in. So
Yeah.
so I started working for a realtor and I was passing out flyers and stuff.
Mm.
And I'd have my Walkman on and I would be passing out
A Walkman.
flyers. Yeah, I'd
There you
work
go.
all day at the children's center. Then I would
Uh-huh.
pass out flyers. And then I'm like, for some silly reason, I made the jump from passing out flyers to becoming a realtor. And so I went to go work for a real estate office on the weekends. And I thought, yeah, I'll get my license. I was working on that. And it was a nice office. The people were good. It was a brand new
Hmm.
office. And so I got my real estate license and I worked 2 jobs for 2 years straight before I had my first sale. And
Wow.
I think I slept for like 6 hours. And that's the only
Hmm.
time I was home because I worked at the children's center and I worked at the office in Fullerton. And I just was like, just learning, working, developing things. And I made my first sale and It was from a penny saver ad,
Oh, the penny saver. Yep. Total
back then
penny
we didn't
saver.
have the internet. I feel so
No, there was
old,
no
but
nothing.
no, there was
There
no
was no
internet.
cell phones or anything.
There
No
was no
fax
cell
machine,
phone.
no internet. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even have a pager, and I didn't have any money either. All my clothes were from the thrift store. And I didn't have, Tim was always very supportive, but that was pretty much it. That was all the support that I had. So anyway, yeah, I made my first sale, and and then I was able to quit the children's center somewhere between year 2 and 3. I started selling houses, plus I was really young and I looked really young. So that was always, a little bit of a hurdle.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then, let's see, when I started, you can get a nice house in Anaheim. In 1998, 9, you could get a nice house in Anaheim for about 190 to 230,000. And the interest rates, I think, were about 7 to 9%, somewhere in there.
Right around
And
that, high sevens probably, as I recall.
and things went pretty well until the market crashed. And that was just an awful, terrible time. And I had built up a business, because by then I had, given birth to 2 children by 2006, 7, 8 kind of situation. And so I, was with them, and I was working, and because I was able to have an assistant, that's the only way I could do it. And when the market crashed, I had to look around and lay somebody off, the assistant off, and I was on my own. And nobody was helping anybody back then. We were all in really bad shape. And I just started working on the bank repos, and that's a story for another time.
Yeah, for sure.
I had to go to court. I had a gun pulled on me. I went through some hell, but we made it. And here we are today. But I never did think about leaving, even in those circumstances. I love this job. It is definitely, it's a way of life, and you just have to learn to sort of pace yourself,
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. And, my kids are older now, but in the early days growing up, we had no technology either. I mean, my biggest technology was a pager and an ashtray full of quarters in my car. And I recall many times going on trips with the kids, and I'd get a beeper going off. I'd pull off to that gas station, make a phone call or whatever. But, that's just the lifestyle. And my kids got used to it. And they would sometimes act like they're me on the phone and make fun of it sometimes, I think that was funny. But it's just how it works out for us, right? It's what we do. We love what we do. And what else would we do besides this anyway? We love what we do.
Yeah, agreed. So happy anniversary to me. And
yes, happy anniversary.
And
25 years, by the way, is remarkable. It really is remarkable.
Yeah, I don't think many realtors. I was talking to our company attorney today, who is the glue. Our company attorney is like, I just love her so much. I had an idea for a podcast. I wanted to run it by her. And I said, besides myself, there's another realtor, DJ Doss, and she's been with Century 21 forever. I don't know who's been there longer than the two of us. I mean, we've just been around a long time, but it's good. Maybe we'll move on to, sometimes when people go to retire, they become a consultant or an expert witness.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I'll never retire. All right, Rick.
Yeah, I'm not retiring either. People say, are you retired? Well, no. I mean, what am I going to do all day anyway? I'm going to watch TV. I don't know.
You would be probably not in a happy place if you retired.
I'm a type A, as you know. So
yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You would drive everybody crazy. No offense, but your whole family.
And they know that already.
Waving the white flag.
Yeah. They're happy to see me working.
Yeah.
less trouble for them.
All right, Rick. Well, this is a nice walk down memory lane, and I want you to
For
have a
sure.
good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll
too.
see you in your kitchen again soon with
It's
some
making progress,
countertops.
you know. Yeah, countertops on this week, and I think backsplash this week. I think flooring after that, I lose track, but you know, after more than 2 years, I stopped trying to guess about what date something's gonna happen. Just
Oh my
learn to
gosh,
roll with
this
it.
is the longest kitchen remodel ever. Do you know that they have
Crazy.
built 5,000 new homes in the county of Orange since you've been waiting for your kitchen?
I know.
I just-
Listen, they built some houses that tracked down from my house here a while back. They built these beautiful 4,000, 5,000 square foot homes, and they've been completed for months. Well, my
Oh,
house
yeah.
is going, yeah, we're gonna get some flooring in. Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
This is
All
getting
right.
done. Yeah.
They must be making everything themselves.
And one person's doing the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Rick. Well, you
Anyway,
take care. Have a great
you too,
day.
Megan. Thanks.
We'll
Thanks for
talk
sharing
to
today. It's
you.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought we just need a little break. All right. Talk to you
Cool.
soon.
All right. See you later. Take care, Megan.